Hello everyone, welcome to another Blu-ray unboxing video. Today we have the Lionsgate Limited 4K Steelbook for Dogma, the 25th anniversary. I will be giving away the digital copy. If you'd like to win it, just follow the instructions on the screen. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now I'm testing out a new microphone I bought, so if the audio does not sound as good, or hopefully it sounds better, I'm testing it out with this video basically. So yes, needed to replace my old one. I was having a lot of issues with it lately. But here we are. We have Dogma, the fourth movie from Kevin Smith. A very controversial movie at the time it came out, and a very hard movie to own in general over the last, 25 years, basically. It came out on DVD way back in the day. It eventually got a Blu-ray, but then after that, like, you weren't able to stream this movie anywhere. This Blu-ray is very rare too. Like, people weren't able to get it easily. I was thankfully enough able to get one. I think I bought this back in like 2014 or like 2013 or something like that on Amazon. Um, and this is like the French Canadian one, with the French on there. It's still obviously in English, but yeah. So for years, this movie, we were not able to get this. Kevin Smith lost the rights to it because Harvey Weinstein owned the rights, I believe. But eventually, he was able to get it back, and the movie had a whole re-release and everything. So it was pretty cool to see that happen. I did see this in theaters for the re-release. It had a special 4K remaster, and the movie looked great. I thought it looked, amazing. I didn't see it in any special format. I know Regal, I think, did it in 40X, which I can imagine seeing this movie in 40X, especially with the shit monster scene. If anybody saw this movie in 40X, please let me know how that was. But very cool. Here we have some gorgeous artwork, of course. Buddy Christ here. And I actually have been to not the Quick Stop. Well, I have been to the Quick Stop, the Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash store in Jersey. They have the actual Buddy Christ statue there, and I got to see it. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but it was still pretty crazy to see that, So very nice. Of course, Lionsgate never disappoints. I'm glad they were handling this. They did the Steelbook for Clerks 3, which was a gorgeous Steelbook. Hopefully they end up doing all of Kevin Smith's movies at some point. But yeah, this movie is easily my least watched of the View Askew movies. I don't dislike it or anything like that. It's just, I've never loved this movie. Like, it is a great movie. I'm just not into the whole, religious thing. And this movie is very much making fun of every religion. Um, in a good way, not trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not trying to be blasphemous, I guess. Even though it kind of does that too. But I am not a religious person in general. So I don't know. It's just something about it, All the other movies are way more entertaining or fun to me. So this is definitely one of my least favorites, but it's not bad by any means. Like I said, I've probably only seen this movie in total probably 4 times in my life, versus like 100 million times with the other Kevin Smith movies. So yeah, that tells you something. But we do have a very stacked cast here. Alan Rickman, rest in peace. George Carlin, rest in peace. Chris Rock, Salma Hayek. Linda Florentino, right? That's her name, from Men in Black. And then you got the shit monster right there, which is great. Jason Lee. You got Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, of course, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. So very, very cool as Loki and Bartleby. So this is a glossy, but it's not like super glossy. But it's very nice. This is gorgeous. I love this. I love the reveal with the slipcover. You take it off and you get all the characters. And this was the poster they used for the re-release. So very nice. And then there's the spine right there. Dogma. So, and then you got the movie cow, who I forget the mascot's official name, but I think there is like a actual name there. So that's funny. Golden movie cow. So really gorgeous steelbook. This is definitely going to be getting a 10 for me. And I already know what the inside looks like too. So yeah. So here's the inside. Here's the 4K disc right there. Of course, you got the movie cow again. You got that stained glass window look right there. And there is a slipcover version of this release as well that also has like a stained glass kind of look to it. Back of the digital is blank. And then look at this. You get a little bonus booklet. I didn't know this was going to be in here. So that's a pleasant surprise. And then here's a look at the Blu-ray. Again, you got like a stained glass look right there. Take that out. And then this is amazing. The Last Supper, but you have all the characters and the shit monster hidden in the O. So that's great. Look at that. I forget the name of the shit monster. I know there's like an official name, but I'm just going to call it that. So gorgeous. Love this. And then here's the outside. You get all the clouds right there. So awesome. All right. Now, if you watch this movie and you're religious, like if you don't have a sense of humor, like you'll be offended. It is what it is. But if you have a sense of humor, you know this movie will definitely be up your alley. So, Dogma 25th anniversary, Revelations of the easily offended. Ye gospel of them who crieth out, and hath been much disturbed by ye unholy filmmaking of Kevin Smith. That's pretty funny. So if you want to pause and read anything here, Kevin Smith wrote a little thing here for this release. And then we got Miramax right here. I guess this is probably an email or something. I'm going to read this later. I'm just kind of trying to breeze through so you guys can see everything. So, pretty funny. Everything's redacted, which is great. So, and then there's the back. So that's pretty cool that they include like a little bonus thing. Yes, this steelbook is getting a 10. The movie I'd probably give like a 7 or an 8. Again, I don't love it. It is a classic, and it's a lot of fun, but it is my least watched. So, but yeah, definitely give it a watch now that it's widely available. I'm sure some people have never even had the opportunity to see this movie, and I'm sure this disc is going to look gorgeous. So definitely pick up a copy. But that's about it. I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Rob for no reason in particular. He knows what's up. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and have a good one. Bye-bye.